Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another layout. Now this is using a page kit that I've had in my scrap room for months and months, and it had a couple of pattern papers that I really loved. One is a Bo Bunny pattern paper, and I actually got that at the dollar store, and the other is a yellow pattern paper. It's also been in my stash for quite a long time. And then I had Okay, so before I talk a little bit more about the layout, let me talk to you about the craziness that was this layout. So I went upstairs this morning and I thought, okay, I have to do a layout for YouTube. It's been a couple of days, which I'll talk about in a little bit why that didn't happen in the last couple of days. But anyway, I went upstairs. I film the video, and then I usually come right downstairs and take my computer, and I have all Apple products. So I have an iPhone, I have a Mac. So I was trying to transfer my file from my phone to my Mac, and usually it just goes, it's AirDrop. So, it says starts to transfer. Well, for some reason, it just kept saying preparing, and it was a long time. So I thought, well, maybe my phone is full, which it was. So I ended up deleting a whole bunch of videos. Maybe my phone needs an update. I did that. I looked at my Mac. I had lots of room to download videos on that, but there was an update to be done on my Mac. So I did that. I restarted everything, my phone and my Mac. It was still saying that it was going to take a long time to download this 26-minute video. So then I thought, well, I'll do it the old way, with the Apple cord and, connect directly and that way, which I find never works really well. So I tried to do that. And when I looked at the video, it said that the video was 26 gigs. Which is absolutely insane for a 26 minutes video. So what I ended up doing was I must have, when I went, switched to video, I must have hit it one more time, and it went to either slow-mo or time lapse. So what I had to do, this video, to transfer it to my computer, it literally took 3 hours. So when I hit the, AirDrop, it said that it was preparing. The preparing phase of it was like an hour and a half, and I couldn't let my phone fall asleep because as soon as it did, it would like start from the beginning. So I had to keep watching it for an hour and a half. I couldn't do anything else but do that. Then the actual transfer, that was just a preparing spot. And then when it started downloading to my computer, that took another hour and a half, and I had to babysit that too. So that was quite the adventure just to get this video going. So I had it was actually a 26-minute video, but it said that it was 2 hours and 40 minutes because it must have been on time lapse or something, or slow-mo. Anyway, so if you find that the video is a little bit more jerky, that's why, because then I had to times the speed times 20 in order to make it so that it was like 10 minutes and not like an hour and a half video for, a page that took me 26 minutes. Now, quickly, I just want to apologize because I know I said I was going to upload a video every day, but work called me on March 30th and told me that there was a whole bunch of policies and things had to be done by March 31st. So I was given like a 1-day heads up, and literally March 31st, I spent about 8 hours getting all of that read, and there's quizzes and all this stuff. So March 31st, I spent the whole day doing that. And then yesterday, I had a migraine, probably caused by the stress of knowing that I had to get that done, within a day. And then today I tried to do a video. It takes me 3 hours to get it uploaded, but you know what? It's there. It's going to be there. So I'm super pumped that I got one uploaded. Now let's talk a little bit about how I did this page. So there was two pattern papers, actually three pattern papers. The background is a chevron pattern paper from Studio Calico. The yellow pattern paper, I'm pretty sure it's from Graphics 45, which I haven't used one of those pattern papers in forever, so it was great to use that. I cut both sheets of pattern paper to 5 by 10, and then I used the embellishments. There was a 3x4 card and then two smaller 2x2 cards, and that's how my layout all started. Because when I looked at those embellishments, I'm like, okay, I got to use those in my layout. And then I thought, well, if I put them side by side, then a 4x4 photo will fit right next to it. And instead of cutting down my pattern paper to 5 by 12 like I did for my last layout, just by changing it a little bit, the layout is going to look very different. That is probably one of my favorite tip to give is, we don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. Just use a sketch or a layout that you really like, and you just tweak it a little bit, and it totally looks like a different layout because you're using different embellishments, you're using different colors, and it totally changes the layout. So next time I could do the exact same thing as this, use 5 by 10 pattern paper, a 4 by 4 photo, even if I used a 3x4 journaling card. But if I tilt the whole thing and make it so that the strips of pattern paper are vertical, my layout is totally going to look different. So these are pictures of Canada Day 2018, and it was of Mason coming down these inflatable, bouncy slides. Like they had to climb up and then they would come around and come down these slides. And he absolutely loved the day that we spent there during Canada Day. We went there it was like 10 o'clock in the morning, and we never came home till 10 o'clock at night because we stayed right till the fireworks. They had so much to do and just so many things to see, and they had music and food. It was a really fun day. Now, like I said, I used that 3x4 card, then those two little 2x2 cards, and then there were embellishments in the page kits, because those 2x2 cards, it said thanks for this and thank you, or so something that I couldn't use. So I ended up covering it up with some embellishments, and I'm just layering up the embellishments on top of it. And then at the end of that, I put a 4x4 photo, and on the yellow pattern paper, I matted my photo on some black cardstock, and on the black pattern paper, I matted my photo on some yellow cardstock. Now I had some of those extra butterflies, and you saw me, I had layered the yellow butterfly on the black butterfly, and I really liked how that looked. But then I was thinking of, because at the top strip I had those 2x2 squares that were in the center of the 3x4 card and the photo. Well, I wanted to put something in the middle of my journaling card, which I just end up putting a title on there, but it's a Project Life card, and the photo. So I decided to use those three butterflies, and I'm going to mount them on some 3M foam tape, and I'm going to put biggest butterfly to smallest butterfly. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a title at the top right of the photo, and I'm also going to add the date using a roller date stamp. That's one thing I said I want to do. Make sure that I always put the date on each layout. And I also want to remind you, until April 10th, my Scrapathon 5 class is on for $20. So that's 50% off, but also you're going to get 7 digital files that include viewfinders and labels. So basically you're getting the class for $6. So that's going on until April 10th. So, 40 videos and $14 worth of digital files for $6. So if you are interested, the link is in the description box below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.